Welcome to Sophia's Schoolhouse. Today, we are going to learn about metadata. If you follow current events, you've probably heard talk about metadata. You might not realize it, but practically every time you interact with technology, you are creating and using metadata. But what exactly is metadata? And what does it have to do with history and archives? Let's start by breaking down the word. You're probably familiar with the term data. And I don't mean the Star Trek character. Data is information, numbers, and facts. For example, every 10 years, the United States government takes a census, resulting in lots of data, such as the age, gender, and occupation of everyone living in a particular county or state. But what about the prefix meta? In Greek, meta can mean a lot of things, along with, after, between. But in our modern English language, we tend to use the word meta to describe something that's self-referential. In other words, something that's commenting about itself. I know, it's a little confusing. Have you ever heard someone say, "That's so meta"? For example, the recent Disney movie, Saving Mr. Banks, is a Disney movie about Walt Disney making a movie. That movie is so meta. Or what about a pug in a pug costume? Have your teachers ever asked you, how did you solve that problem? Or why did you answer that in a particular way? They want you to use metacognition. In other words, they're trying to get you to think about how you think and learn so you can take control of your own learning. When you begin to understand the prefix meta better, the definition for metadata makes a lot of sense. The simplest definition of metadata is data about data. In other words, data that describes data. Maybe an example will make it more clear. Every time you make a phone call, you create a record of the time you made that call, who you made the call to, how long the call was, and even where you were when you made that call. All of that information is metadata. It's not the call itself, a transcript or recording. Instead, it's data about the call, the kind that shows up on a monthly bill and lets your parents know exactly who you're talking to and how long you're talking to them.